welcome to Prudent Media News. Let's have a look at the top stories. Meeting of Congress and G7 shifted to Delhi. CM and Subhash to catch early morning flight. G7 already in Delhi. ESG General Body proposes independent entertainment policy for the state, cuts budget by 30%. Mahanand Naik acquitted in Nirmala Amonkar murder case. The third acquittal exposes police negligence in such important cases. Israelis celebrate New Year at Anjana Chabad house amidst high security. Police cordon off the party. House opened for the first time after terror suspect David Hadley's visit. And Sarvodaya Sporting Club upset Salgaonkar Sports Club in the Bandodkar Trophy Cricket Tournament. Sangay based club still plays in the final. And now the news in detail. The meeting of Congress and G7 is shifted to Delhi. G7 has already reached Delhi. CM and Subhash will be there by early morning flight. This meeting on Wednesday will determine the course of political action in Goa. Congress is much relaxed after successfully getting the vote on account through in the assembly. G7 is trying to keep continuous pressure on the government.
Chief Minister Digambar Kamath, GPCC President Subhash Shirodkar, Goa desk in charge of Congress BK Hari Prasad and Rajiv Shukla will attend this meeting from the Congress, while Praful Patel and Prakash Binsale will represent the NCP. The meeting is scheduled at 11 a.m. in Delhi. Congress is comparatively relaxed about the issue. Smooth sailing in the assembly session has brought Congress time and breathing space to chalk out their political strategy. GPCC President is optimistic about the Delhi meeting. He says the meeting is shifted considering comfort of the senior party leaders.
आमच्या हायकमांडचे हरिप्रसाद असतले परत एखादी राजीव शुक्ला तसे तांचे प्रफुल्ल पटेल आणि अजून कोणी असू शकता
जी सगळ्यांनंतर म्हणले मिड टर्म इलेक्शन आमी करपा हें करता तुमगे काँग्रेस
म्हाका दिसना की मिड टर्माक कोण तयार आसतले अशें म्हणून जरी म्हणप सोंपें आनी म्हणप सिंपल पूण ते एक्चुअल ते वचप डिफिकल्ट आसता
फाल्यां दिल्ली वता हांव फाल्यां सकाळीं मीटिंग इज इन दिल्ली
G7 is trying hard to keep the pressure going. Sources say that NCP High Command is not in a mood to disturb the government. But local NCP leaders have issues connected to their survival. Many political analysts feel that Digambar Kamath-led government has no threat until and unless members in G7 try something drastic. With bureau inputs, our senior reporter Rakesh Kandulkar with reporter from Shiroda, Mayur Naik.
Governing body of ESG has proposed entertainment policy for the state. The policy is expected to give momentum to the entertainment industry and artists in Goa. For next financial year, ESG has also slashed down its budget by 5 crores. ESG plans to conduct IFFI and other festival for a whole year with 12 crore budget. Here is a report.
Important general body meeting of ESG was held in Panji on Tuesday. Speaker Pratap Singh Rane, Chief Minister Digambar Kamath, Chief Secretary Sanjay Srivastav, ESG CEO Manoj Srivastav and other members attended the meeting. Governing body of ESG has also decided to felicitate Rangoli artist Nilesh Naik for his achievements and award him with ₹1 lakh. But major proposal from ESG side was framing of entertainment policy. Entertainment policy is expected to give fillip to artists and entertainment industry in the state. Policy is expected to promote Goa as a shooting destination for films. ESG has also reduced its budget for the next financial year. ESG will henceforth work with a budget of ₹12 crores. Last year, their budget was 17 crores.
Sir, the next topic is the sharing between Goa and DFF.
This is a general body basically to before 31st March we have to hold a general body.
We have done and taken approval for the next year.
What will be the budget?
12 crores. Where's the budget? We have got it down from 17.26 last year.
working of entire ESG.
ESG has also earned revenue of rupees 5 crore 49 lakh from the financial year of 2009 to 2010. Our senior reporter from Panji, Rakesh Kandorkar, with video journalist Shan.
Dupatta killer Mahanand Naik has been acquitted once again. This time, Madgaon Session Court has set Mahanand free in the Nirmala Amonkar murder case. Nirmala Amonkar was from Amona. Once again, Mahanand's acquittal has exposed the police department's inability to produce necessary evidence.
Mahanand is already acquitted in earlier 2 murder cases. Now he is freed from the charges of Nirmala Amonkar's murder. Nirmala Amonkar was a resident of Riwana. Mahanand has been charged with 16 murders of women from different parts of the state. He was charged with murder and robbery in Nirmala's case. Verna police investigated the case. Sessions Judge Desmond DeCosta has acquitted Mahanand, citing lack of evidence.
Last year the charge sheet was filed against him, and the court as usual found nothing in the case, and therefore he is acquitted, and this is the 3rd consecutive case. The तीसरी case is been acquitted.
More 13 murder and rape cases are pending trial against Mahanand. Majority of victims are from Ponda Taluka. With 3 acquittals, pressure on Mahanand is easing off gradually. It is also exposing the inefficiency of police to prove the charges against this serial killer.
Before that, his character has been destroyed by the police and the theatre. There was a drama, Mahanand Muni Susedan. Now we are thinking of sending a notice to the writer and director of that drama, because finally what has happened is cases have been filed against him, all no evidence, and yet he has been filed and crucified. So therefore, the court rightly has acquitted him.
Mahanand has also threatened to file a defamation case against the producer of theatre Mahanand Naik Munis was Saitan. He says the theatre has defamed him. The wagon wheel has started moving in the opposite direction for Mahanand. 2009 was the year of accusations for Mahanand. 2010 is proving to be the year of acquittals. A reporter from Madgaon, Ramesh Naik Raut.
Time for a short break. Stay tuned for more news.